What if I told you the most advanced fighter jet ever built is one you have probably never seen in action? A jet so powerful, so stealthy, so untouchable that even America's closest allies were not allowed to buy it. This is the story of the F-22 Raptor, a warplane that could dominate the skies, but was grounded by politics, secrecy, and time. Why did the US build the ultimate fighter and then lock it away forever? The F-22 Raptor was not just another aircraft. It was a revolution in air combat designed to replace the legendary F-15 Eagle. It was the world's first true fifth-generation fighter, a lethal combination of stealth speed and maneuverability. It could supercruise fly faster than the speed of sound without afterburners. It could outturn any jet in a dogfight with its thrust vectoring engines. And it could carry a deadly mix of air-to-air and precision ground weapons, all hidden within internal bays to maintain its invisible radar profile. It was unmatched, unrivaled, untouchable, and yet only 186 were ever built. None were exported, and today the F-22 is fading into retirement because as incredible as the Raptor was in the skies, it became a political and strategic nightmare on the ground. Over the years, top allies like Israel, Japan, and Australia begged to buy the F-22. They saw its potential. They were willing to pay a premium. But every single request was shot down in 1998. Congress did not just block sales. They passed a law making it illegal to sell the F-22 to anyone outside the United States. Here is where things get interesting. Unlike most U.S. military aircraft, the F-22 was not designed with foreign buyers in mind. It was too advanced, too secret. It carried next-level stealth technology, sensitive radar systems, and production techniques the U.S. was not willing to share, not even with its closest friends. Why? Because the threat was not just on the battlefield, it was in cyberspace. China and Russia have been caught stealing American military secrets before. And in 2016, hackers got their hands on designs for the F-35, the C-130, and yes, even the F-22. Imagine exporting the Raptor only to see its tech show up on a Chinese jet a few years later. The risks, processes, were simply too high, and the U.S. had been burned before Iran still flies. F-14 Tomcats bought before the revolution. Venezuela protects its airspace with American-made F-16s. Even China's J-10 fighter is believed to be based on tech that started in the U.S., passed through Israel, and ended up in Beijing. So when it came to the Raptor, Congress was not taking any chances, no exports period. But here is the twist. The Pentagon did quietly explore the idea of selling a version of the F-22 abroad, according to documents obtained via the Freedom of Information Act. Multiple Air Force offices ran feasibility studies. They imagined a slightly downgraded export version. But in the end, Congress never approved the funding. And while the F-22 remained grounded in secrecy, the spotlight shifted to another jet, the F-35. The F-35 was cheaper, more versatile, and designed for global partners from day one. It became the international stealth fighter, while the Raptor remained America's lone wolf. Ironically, the Raptor won at the wrong time while it was built to dominate peer adversaries in high-tech aerial warfare. It arrived in the middle of low-tech wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, conflicts where stealth fighters had little use instead of air superiority. The military needed surveillance drones, precision strikes, and counterinsurgency tools. The Raptor's unique strengths, its super cruise, its dogfighting dominance were not relevant in these wars. It was a Ferrari during a bicycle race. As priorities shifted, funding dried up. The original plan called for over 750 Raptors, but only 186 were made. And today, only a fraction are mission-ready. Every flight wears them down, spare parts are limited, and the production line is long gone dismantled to make room for the F-35. So now the F-22, once the pride of American air dominance, is quietly being phased out. It is a strange legacy, a jet that could have ruled the skies for generations, but instead became a rare, restricted relic of a different era. It was too powerful to sell, too advanced to risk, and too early for the wars. It never got to fight. This is the story of the F-22 Raptor, a fighter born to soar but destined to stay grounded, the greatest warplane the world never got to fly.